Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I will a presentation in my journal about the effectiveness of auditory intelligence study, repetition or ER, on listening skill ability track podcast. Why I choose this text? I choose this text because in the fast-paced digital age, where communication comes in many forms and at varying speeds, listening skills are like a magic key that opens door of activity for students, and my strategy free activating prior knowledge, prediction content, and vocabulary introduction. In the wild, activate listening, intellectual engagement, and repetition. And post, review and discussion, critical thinking and analysis, and repetition track exercise. What I learned from the text. I learned from the text ER is a learning model that combines listening, critical thinking, and repetition. This model focuses on using audio media or such as podcasts as a tool to reinforce students' understanding and engagement in learning. And how the strategy facilitates my comprehension. Using these strategies together creates a comprehensive, active, and engaging learning experience. Activating prior knowledge and predicting content prepares the brain to absorb and understand new information. And my problem in combining text. My problem from within the text is that I don't understand it or can be called I'm slow to understand it. And now vocab, compression, repetition, passive listening, intellectual engagement, monotonicity, reinforce, receptive, facilitator, learning, autonomous. And my question is, what role do listening skills play in achieving success for students? And why is listening not just about being quiet when the teacher speaks? And then how can listening skill help students communication effectively? I apply this strategy as follows. The prior knowledge. The purpose of this step is to connect what I already know with the new material I am about to learn. Intentional discussion. Before starting the podcasting, or ask yourself, what do I know about this topic? And prediction content. Prediction based on title. Look at the title of the podcast and try to predict what it will cover. For example, if the title of the podcast is about climate change, I can guess whether it will discuss the causes, impacts, or solution to climate change. And vocabulary introduction. Before listening to the podcast, I look up and note down a few words or terms that I may not recognize. I make sure I understand the meaning of the words by looking up their definition or looking at example sentence. And the whiles, activate listening. Listening attentively will help me to chapter the information better and remember it longer. I focus and take notes when listening to the podcast. Try to focus and take notes on the key points that I hear. And intelligence engagement. To make learning more meaningfully, you have to analyze and connect the information you hear with the knowledge you already have. And repetition. Repetition is important to reinforce understanding and result of learning information after listening to the podcast of reading. I go back and check my notes to see if I missed anything or didn't fully understand. And the first, critical thinking and analysis. After listening as well as reading, critical thinking will help me to evaluate the information as more depth. I asked myself, is the information present in the podcast valid? Is there evidence or data to support the claims made? repetition track exercise. Additional predicate strengthens your memory and helps you understand the topic more deeply. Okay guys, that's all I can say. Let's end my and thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.